Hi, everyone. Good Friday might have been a week ago, but nonetheless, Good Friday to you. Thanks so much for spending a little time with us. It's the 26th day of April. It's the last Friday in the month. This month coming to an end next Tuesday on the 30th. But at the same time, we'll get back to some warmer air. Not so much for your weekend, but while we do have some shower chances and some storm chances to talk about, they're not that great, and the timing of which seems to at least work out at least a little bit in our favor. So an updated forecast coming. Highlights from last night's Lady Hornet, Lady Tiger matchup. Highlights as well from a DAV round table meeting, the second of its kind here in McGoffin County. I've got that fish story to tell you a bit about. I tried to dig up a little more than you may have already heard on the subject. Wow, what a whopper. I've got a lot more to talk about as well, your calendar and a few other stories. Before I leave you for the weekend, we'll start off tonight's show giving you a glimpse ahead as to what's going on next week. A couple of special meetings, literally, here in the McGoffin and Sagersville area starting next week, both on Monday night, as a matter of fact. The McGoffin County Fiscal Court will meet in special session, I believe, at 5 o'clock. The Sagersville City Council meets at 6:30 in a special session later on that evening at 6:30. I do have the agenda right now for the council meeting in front of me. I have the fiscal court agenda just not printed off. But on the fiscal court meeting, rather on the city council, they'll discuss the rescue squad auction, the upcoming 40th annual McGoffin County Rescue Squad auction, which starts next Thursday night. We'll be talking about that all week as well. Roadside signage, a bidding process, the mayor's report, and several other items. And of course, we'll have cameras at both of those meetings and reports soon to follow. Going on to a couple of other things before let's go to one more local announcement before we get to a few other things, and that is that over the course of this weekend, there will be a Democratic candidate for governor of Kentucky here in Sagersville. If you would like to meet and greet and speak with Rocky Adkins, he and his running mate will be in Sagersville for a pig roast and soup bean dinner this Sunday at 5:30. It's in the Ramey Park, and I'm glad to tell you the weather's going to be pretty nice for such an event. Not perfect, in my opinion, for a pig roast. So this Sunday, 5:30, Rocky Atkins will be here. He will be discussing issues and meeting with individuals about his candidacy. And you can find he and Stephanie Horn, his lieutenant governor running mate, in the Ramey Park Sunday, 5:30. Now, with that said, just a couple of things as we scan the region before we come back to our local headlines. And you don't hear of it that often, but sometimes it proves fatal, perhaps maybe even more often than not. We're talking about the service that was being done on a large truck. It's my understanding they weren't necessarily changing the tire. The processes, from my understanding, they were replacing springs on a 10-wheeled dump truck or hauler, and a tire exploded and killed a man in Elkhorn City. He died at the scene. It happened yesterday afternoon, sometime around 3 o'clock, at the Elkhorn Truck Parts store. We know that he's been identified, that being the deceased, as 47-year-old Donald Lee Belcher. He and another employee were working on this truck. They were changing out the springs. I'm not for certain if they were actually inflating a tire or what have you. We can only assume so at this point. But it came apart, literally exploded, according to the Pike County coroner, and struck Mr. Belcher and killed him, we believe, almost instantly, if not instantly. A freak accident that the Kentucky State Police says has happened in the past, numerous times in the past, although fortunately not that frequently. The Bailey Funeral Home in Pike County is in charge of, once again, Donald Lee Belcher's services. Out of Murray, Kentucky, a teacher has done the unthinkable. A 53-year-old identified as Mark Bogus reportedly was the subject of an investigation after police responded yesterday to a report that staff members found a camera and recording device in the bathroom of the nurses' station in that school. He was a teacher, as of yesterday, at the school, also the coach for the track and field program, and so far, Bogus has been charged with possession of a matter portraying a sexual performance by a minor and voyeurism. As I understand it, another school employee found the camera once it was analyzed and reviewed. He was actually captured on the video placing the camera in its location. No other reports of how long it had been there, other instances of that, just that he has been charged and arrested as such. I'll be right back with your first local headline after I tell you how you can get some free and super tasty food at your Sagersville Lee's Famous Recipe and maybe try something new at the same time. Want something really delicious and tasty for free? All you gotta do is find the coupon on the right in this week's edition of the Sagersville Independent, and with your purchase of any meal and that coupon, you can get free either an order of cheese sticks or jalapeno poppers, mini corn dogs, fried pickles, a chocolate dessert or a strawberry dessert, a piece of cobbler of the day, a piece of pecan pie even. Take your pick. You get one for free with a purchase of any meal. It's a great way to get something a little extra and try something that you might not have tried before at your Sagersville Lee's Famous Recipe. And for a limited time, just while supplies last, our extra tasty and delicious fried apple pies are only 50 cents. What else can you get that tasty and sweet for 50 cents? Nothing. So be sure and clip the coupon out of this week's Sagersville Independent, bring it to your Sagersville Lee's, and treat yourself to something good. Visit their butcher block and find fresh cut meat daily and other specials like 80% lean ground beef, just $2.49 a pound this week. Bone-in chicken breast, just $1.39 a pound. 2 bags of Doritos, just $5, and 2 loaves of Sara Lee wheat bread, $5. Make it a movie night with popcorn, just 99 cents a box, and delicious Red Delicious apples, 3-pound bags for just $1.99. Price is good through Tuesday, April the 30th, only at your Sagersville Save-A-Lot. 7.4 million children, many under the age of 1, are abused in the United States every year. 5 die unnecessarily every day. In Kentucky, there was a known 85,000 reports of child abuse just last year. Neglect is the most common form, drug and alcohol use by an adult the biggest factor. April is Child Abuse Prevention Month to remind us all to make a difference all the time by offering support, mentoring, and most importantly, recognizing and reporting child abuse. This message brought to you by the Pediatric Physicians and...
I'm Bill Tinker. I've spent the past 19 years defending insurance companies in car crashes, truck crashes, and slip and falls. Are you involved in a case like that? Is the insurance company giving you the runaround about your medical bills, your benefits, or your lost wages? Contact me at McFarland Tinker Law Office. With our combined experience of over 58 years, we're here ready to work for you.
At Parkway Gun and Pawn, out the door means taxes and a box of shells are included, and all these specials are out the door prices. So you can pick from these Heritage Arms 22 revolvers, $149 out the door, or this one for $139. This Judge shoots 45 long Colts and 4 10 shells, and it's out the door for $449. 9mm semi-automatics as low as $219, all just in and soon to be gone at Parkway Gun and Pawn. At Sagersville National Bank, they know your house is much more than your home. It's an investment, and for many of us, the biggest we'll ever make. And whether it's for needed repairs and maintenance, or a new addition or renovation to give you some more room and more equity, let Sagersville National Bank deal with all the financial work and worry. Real and real competitive, hometown, homegrown, home improvement loans at Sagersville National. From brakes, exhaust, suspension, fluid changes, to expert collision and auto body, to turning your 4x4 or diesel from mild to wild, get real auto maintenance, paint, and repair at Black Smoke Performance in Dixie of Sagersville. 349-8785. Just like that, we've jumped into the spring allergy season with all the buds and blooms, tree and grass pollen, mold, and all the nasal congestion, sneezing, itchy nose and eyes and throat that they cause. Don't get caught off guard. Protect yourself daily with a quick trip to Parkway Pharmacy for over-the-counter and prescription relief. And you can always log into parkwaypharmacy.com to have your prescriptions ready when you get there at Parkway Pharmacy in Sagersville. The Disabled American Veterans of Magawa County, Chapter 15, that is, held their second of what will be many continued roundtable discussions last night, a town hall meeting, if you will, at the Lloyd M. Hall Community Center in the same building, of course, as their meeting room, in hopes of speaking with legislators and keeping themselves up to date and ahead of any legislature or other topics of discussion that would affect our veterans' lives and livelihoods. They did so with several officials. Brigadier General retired Benjamin Adams III of the Kentucky Department of Veterans Affairs, State Representative John Blanton, State Senator Brandon Smith, as well as representatives of other offices, including Mitch McConnell's. and Congressman Hal Rogers.
For our town hall, this is our second one we did, and basically like to do them this part of the year because the General Assembly has already completed their session, and we had some bills that were passed to benefit our veterans, and we've got updates for that tonight. And our commissioner is down here from Kentucky Department of Veterans Affairs, updates, and Representative Blanton is here tonight as well, and we got representatives from Senator Mitch McConnell's office. Mr. McClure is here representing him. Mr. Mark Rice is here representing Congressman Rogers. We had other folks we invited down from the VA Medical Center, but I guess they had some other things going on. But we got a very good turnout tonight. We'd like to have it better, but these are very important to get the information out to our veterans, and we just appreciate the community, the support that y'all do for us and our veterans, and we just thank you for all you do and continue support. So we thank you, sir.
Lanning says in more specifics that he got updates from State Representative John Blanton on House bills that were passed in the 2019 General Assembly, those impacting our veterans. They also discussed the conversation still moving forward as it is for the potential of bringing a veterans nursing home to the Magoffin County area. Senator Brandon Smith also discussed Senate bills which also made their way through the legislature and how they will affect our veterans. And I also did a brief follow-up earlier today. John Blanton was actually just stepping into a meeting with the Commissioner of the Department of Veterans Affairs to talk about funding to complete renovations at other veterans nursing homes, to complete those facilities, and then take leftover bed allotments from those facilities once completed and renovated, and then use those allotments to hopefully build and open a veterans nursing home here in Magoffin County. He says that conversation is still very much alive and moving forward. I've got time for a fish story for you tonight. I mean, what a fish story we have. It was a rainy day. The water was murky as of such, but with a little assistance from another fish and a lizard lure, this man angled for a new state record. And what a record it was and is, and more than likely will be for a long time to come. Yeah, what a good story. But, I mean, aren't all fish stories good ones, whether they're accurate or not? Well, this one is accurate, and indeed a good story. It happened on Good Friday, in fact. This is Mark Ward. He's from Everett. Good Friday, last Friday, he's just getting off of work. He's got his eyes set on a little 6-acre piece of water. Not so little for some of us, but it's called High Splint Lake. It's in Harlan County. His wife, their little 9-month-old girl, took advantage of the rains just parting long enough to stop and throw a line in right after he got off work. And it was that first cast that caught the attention of what looked to be a nice 4-pounder he saw just kind of waiting in the wings. He says he pitched a lizard in there. The 4-pounder kind of perked up, showed some interest, and then a log moved towards it, what looked like a big log. The 4-pounder might have kind of sparked some interest for the bigger fish, which snagged the lizard. Ward says after that, it was on. It was on to the tune of a 14-pound, 9.5-ounce Kentucky record largemouth bass. Just the likes of the eyes of which opened the eyes of the Kentucky Fisheries District Coordinator, Kevin Frey, with the Department of Fish and Wildlife, who says that it would look like a shark if you saw that thing coming at you in the water. And look how thick this fish is. The new record largemouth bass was 26.8 inches long. The girth measured 22.5 inches. And it all came out because it went for a 6-inch Junebug-colored lizard presented on a bait caster with about 14-pound test, just what he needed to haul in his prize. Yeah, the old record, like I said, 13 pounds, 10 ounces, that has stood since 1984. That fish pulled out of Wood Creek Lake in Laurel County by Mr. Dale Wilson of London. Scores and highlights in a few moments right now. Tonight's reminders, and maybe a new announcement as well, possibly, on this evening's Magoffin Farm Bureau community calendar. Tomorrow at 6, a free event sponsored by the 4-H Shooting Sports Organization or Club. They're having a rifle shoot tomorrow at 6 at the Magoffin County Extension Service. This is free. Everything is provided that you would need. I believe it's for children 9 and older. If you have any questions, call 349-1236, the Magoffin County Extension Service. The Magoffin County Judge's Office has announced the cleanup dates for the May Spring Cleanup Campaign. District 3 residents in the magisterial district, they'll pick up those large items that you can't throw out normally, and of course any garbage that you have, with the exception of construction waste and hazardous material, the week of May the 6th. District 2, the week of May the 13th. District 1, the week of May the 20th. If you have any questions, man, I'm glad it's Friday. If you have any questions, contact the judge's office at 349-2313. And if you have some time tomorrow, venture over to the Paintsville Country Club. It's a great meal, great entertainment. Troy Burchett and the Postman and the greatest of causes, helping support the Johnson County Animal Shelter with a rockin' and barkin' good time tomorrow evening. They hope to see you there. Take a little extra cash, make a little donation, have a wonderful time. It's a great evening and a great, great cause. I think it's $35 per person, maybe, if I'm not mistaken. Very well worth it, and I hope you can help support our friends, Furry and others. And we want to support you with your calendar announcement anytime you have one. You just need to tell me, and we'll tell everyone about it. And going on to funeral service announcements this Friday, we have one reminder of services to be held this weekend for 63-year-old Edna Gay Nichols Miller of Central Avenue, who passed away this week, the daughter of Hobart Nichols and the late Anna Lean Nichols. She's survived by her father and a son, Virgil Dean Miller, daughters Peggy Miller and Brenda Allen, and Wanda Miller. Visitation this evening, all day tomorrow. Services start Sunday at 1 from the Swampton United Baptist Church, while the Magoffin County Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. Whether it's for a little pre-vacation tan, or to look and feel better, or just to come and relax for a few minutes, get your perfect shade on at Tropical Isle Tanning with the very best in modern tanning. They've got 6 beds, including their fabulous 7-minute stand-up bed and their 12-minute super bed with bronzing bulbs. Or get a perfect sunless glow with Versa Spa spray tans, which are 20% off all the month of April. At Tropical Isle Tanning in Sagersville and Prestonsburg, open 7 days a week.
If you've driven down the road, watched TV, or listened to the radio, you've seen or heard the ads for the sign and settle law firms. When I hear of someone settling their case for pennies on a dollar with these firms, it chills my soul. If you've been injured, it's all about the money. I'm Attorney Jeff Lovely. I represent injured people who deserve all the money they can get. Call me at my Sayersville office at 349-4522, West Liberty at 743-1965.
Appalachian Wireless has a question for you. Would you rather pay $650 or $66 for a smartphone? If you think this answer is simple, then the Appalachian Advantage plan is for you. Pay less upfront for today's hottest smartphones, and then pay just a few dollars more every month on the monthly bill. Many smartphones are $5 a month or less after you factor in the $20 discount from the Advantage plan, compared to the contract offering. Better service, bigger savings. That's today's Appalachian Wireless. Payment agreement required. See store for details.
The seasonal shop is simply wall-to-wall, floor-to-ceiling, filled with new arrivals and more coming every day. Natural Life is in the store. It's a fun, uplifting brand of t-shirts, headbands, air fresheners, mugs, and more. And they've always got the latest and greatest designs from Simply Southern, including their new line of drinkware for hot or cold. And the women's spring and summer collections are simply amazing and ready to get you ready for the beautiful weather, head to toe. And come in and check out their rewards program. Free local delivery. They'll ship it to you. They're now accepting PayPal, and they've always got baby and wedding registry at Fraser Spray to Drug Seasonal Shop in downtown Sayersville. Getting the best deal on the best tires with the best service has never been easier. Just log on to ConleyTire.net, check out the latest rebates, sales, and promotions, pick out the tires you want, and email, call, or come by. For huge savings from the family who's been proudly serving the area for over 32 years. Conley Tire in Staffordsville, 297-2424. To maximize your savings, make the new digital coupon kiosk your first stop at the new IGA.
Hey Salyersville, whether you're a paper couponer or a digital couponer, we've got ways to save you money here at Salyersville IGA. After you've registered your name and phone number, the available coupons will come up on the screen, such as save $1 off IGA gallon milk, or save $1 off Kingsford charcoal, or save $2 off Tide Pods. So once you've clipped the coupons that you want, you can see which coupons are available in your digital wallet. You can sign out, and then you're ready to shop. It only takes a few seconds to sign up, and our friendly staff is always happy to help. So remember to click Shop and Save at Salyersville IGA.
The Lady Hornets came in last night to the Lady Tiger matchup here at home with only one loss this season that came at the hands of the Lady Tigers back on the 11th. The Lady Hornets coming in at, I believe, 9-1 last night. The Lady Tigers coming in at a 13-10 team and looking to go 2-0 against Magoffin County. This one is scoreless through 4 innings, which is just about the time I arrived last night. No one's getting any hits until Paintsville gets runners on second and third, and here's Anna Keaton. She knocks this one right for a triple, and in doing so, Destiny Tackett and Hope Auksher will clear the bases and score the first 2 runs of the inning for the Paintsville Lady Tigers. Next up at bat, Elizabeth Williams keeps this one fair for a double, and she knocks Anna Keaton home for a 3-0 lead. And then it's Jordan Mulcahy. She gets a hold of the changeup for a long single, but enough to send Elizabeth Williams home. It's 4-0 Lady Tigers. And then Blair, we're still in the same inning, punches one to short and gets cut off at first. But Mulcahy gets an extra base for the 5-0 lead in the 5th inning. Magoffin County finally shut them down and picked up a run for themselves, but that was it as the Lady Tigers added another 3 for a final last night, 1-8 in favor of Paintsville, the only team to beat Magoffin County this year, doing it for the second time last night. As for the Lady Tigers, they, of course, advanced to 14-0. That is, of course, another district win for the Lady Tigers. That gives them 3 district wins, 0 district losses. They're hosting Shelby Valley tomorrow. That first pitch set for noon. As for the Lady Hornets, they are now at 9-2. They've got 1 win in the district, 2 district losses. They will be back in action starting next week on Monday night, hosting Morgan County here at home. And with that said, here's hosting your Licking Valley. It's as good a segue as I can come up with on a Friday. Here's hosting your Licking Valley RECC powered forecast. It's not all that bad. We're a little on the cooler side of things. We've got some shower chances, but the timing's not all that bad either, and I think you'll have a pretty decent weekend ahead. A little on the cloudy side and cool side. Another pretty good little decent shower, maybe even some rumbles of thunder out there that I can hear. And as you can see behind me, it's kind of a wet evening. The forecast calling for shower chances to start to wrap up around 7. I'm thinking those showers are going to continue to dive on to the south and east a little bit longer than that. But we will see drying conditions overnight. And before it's over, we're going to see mostly clear skies. A little slow to get there and a little cooler when we do. Indeed, not all that bad. Scattered showers and thunderstorms have pulled out, and we're going to see actually still, even though it's clearing, we're going to get there, clear skies before it's over, or at least mostly clear skies tonight. A little cooler, down to 42 degrees, a west wind, early at least out there, maybe 5 to 9 miles per hour. Clouds will be on the increase tomorrow during the day with about 68 degrees expected for your Saturday. They're not going to make any rain early Saturday, but a slight chance of showers maybe by around 8 or 9 tomorrow night to the tune of about 20%. Otherwise, just mostly cloudy for your Saturday and a bit on the cooler side from where we would like things right now. At once again, 68 degrees, 52 for tomorrow night's low. Breezy tomorrow night. Southwesterly winds 5 to 10 to 15 miles per hour. But again, only a 20% chance of showers late Saturday night from 8 or 9 on, and then a 10% chance of showers lingering to about maybe 7 Sunday morning, so I didn't even put it on your screen. But then we'll see those mostly cloudy skies give way to some sunshine. At least partly sunny, maybe even mostly sunny skies on your Sunday. A little slow to get there, but 65 becoming sunny. A low of 49, mostly clear and dry Sunday night. A really nice latter half of your weekend. And Saturday's not all that bad, just a little more cloud cover than what we would like. Monday, we'll start off on a much warmer note. Back to the 80s we'll go. 81 and 60 for your high and low. A slight chance of some showers starting around 9 o'clock in the morning, maybe up through around 4 that afternoon. But we will see some sunshine. Only about a 20% shot of some showers Monday, so not all that bad. Monday night, a low of 60. Tuesday, mostly sunny and 83. Wednesday, 83, partly sunny, and then more shower chances work their way back in, sad to say. 30% Wednesday afternoon and evening. 78 and cloudy with a good shot at some showers. Thursday, Friday of next week, mid-70s, more clouds, and still a 40% chance of some showers. And that is a wrap. And I'm not quite sure where my picture just went, but it's Friday and it's been a long week, so there you have it. With that said, though, thank you sincerely and seriously for being here each and every weeknight. Enjoy your weekend. Hope it's a good one. And most certainly, and perhaps maybe even importantly, that we hope to see you back here next Monday for more of Your News Today. Good night, and thank you for watching.